Hey mommy, hey son. I'm just sharing the live. I have my laptop with me, so that's why I'm looking down. So I'm sharing the live. I'm gonna see if I can do it on my laptop on Instagram. So probably not, which is fine. Or well maybe hold on, wait. Let's see if it'll give me that option. No, it's giving no. Okay. That's cool. But hold on 1 second. There's another way. Um okay. No. I can't. But that's okay though. Um turn up the volume if you can. Okay. My volume is up all the way. It's probably because my head was down. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly though? Did you turn up your volume to see if that might be the thing? Okay. Can you hear me? You can hear me, mommy? I don't. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna turn on the fan because I'm drinking tea, and looks like the lighting is good. Let me know. It looks just like Instagram, so that's exciting. Okay, cool. So I was supposed to do a purple look last week, but my sister ended up calling me to do her hair. So hey Noel, thank you, son. You were waiting on Insta. Everybody was. I was waiting on Insta for for Sun's live this morning. Hi Becky. Hi Andrew. Welcome. If you're not already, please like and subscribe if you're into makeup, if that's your thing. You were looking forward to it. Yeah, because my husband was like, what are you gonna do this live? And I'm like, I'm gonna do the purple look I didn't do because last week. You're from Zambia? Hi Ashel. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much for watching so far. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, YouTube. All right, YouTube. All right, so if you're new here, my name is Brittany, and I am a makeup artist, a beauty educator, hairstylist, cosmetologist, all the things, esthetician. So if you have questions, I'll be sure to answer. If not, somebody in the chat may answer it, or we can get together and messaging, DM, and I'll try to help you there. So we're here to have fun. This is the Makeup Lounge. We learn a lot. We have fun. I try my best to teach while I'm showing you guys a cool look that you can try on your own. So if you like what you hear, just stay and keep watching. I know, that's so cool. And now I know where it is because I teach world geography, so that's really dope. But as you know, I can't see clearly, but I can see it's a little blurry, but I can still see. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. It's pretty. Oh wow, that went real fast. Why are you in my nose? It's hold on. Let's try that again. The ghetto. Nope, that's not funny, mommy. All right, so we're gonna get started. As you guys know, I before I jump in, I am usually cleansed. My body is cleansed, so my face is cleansed as well. And I already have on my skin prep. So, but I like to use my moisture mist. I'm going to show you in just a second. Hi, beginning of dreams. Welcome to the live. I'm great. How are you? Beginning of dreams. I can't see who that may be. Should I know who you are? Should I know who you are? Okay. Where am I from? I am from Miami. All right. So I am using my spray from Natal, Lo Natal Moisture Mist. This is a hydrating mist. With our liquid products, you do have to shake because there isn't a binder. So you do have to shake it pretty good, and then you can proceed to using it. You're from India but live in Dubai. That's so cool. Well, welcome. If you're into makeup, that's what we are doing tonight. If you're into learning, that's what we are doing, learning about makeup. That's what we're into tonight. Drink some tea. All right, so you always want to start off with the skin nice and plump. It should be clean and it should be bouncing back at you. Please ignore my nails. I'm going to probably do them tomorrow after church. But I didn't want to look reckless because it was worse than this, child. It was chipping away. I'm like, oh no. Oh, learn from the best. What is the secret of your beauty? Basically staying out of people's business, rest, and not eating like crazy, meaning like fast food, junk food, none of that. That's not fulfilling. There's no nutrition in that. So staying far away from it and basically cooking at home as best and often as you can. Right, minding your own business. Going to grab a snack. Okay, no problem. Yeah. And then the skincare that I have and make. I make and sell skincare products that cater to problematic skin. So that's what I use. This one was one of them. And I will put my site up. Hold on. I'll put my site up. I have my laptop, so I'll put it in here, put the link in here for you. Hold on one second. And if you're on your laptop, you're able to click on it, but on your phone you can't click on any links, unfortunately. Hopefully that changes soon. Wishful thinking, YouTube. All right. Let's jump right in. So as always, I like to use some type of serum or something to liven up my face. I like your hairs. Thank you. It's locks. It's just not down right now. I'm using Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum. This is in Fresh Press. This is their fairly new shade. And so you can use it on anybody. Doesn't matter. You want to treat this like skincare. I say this every time. Treat it like skincare, honey. And don't be scared to use a good amount, but you don't need a whole lot to take you far. And afterwards, your skin should feel nice and plump. If it doesn't, if like certain areas of your skin still feel super dry, you want to move on to a product that is a bit more moisturizing and it's not true to water-based, I should say. It's water-based, depending on the type of skin that you have, can eventually, like once it dries down, you'll get dry all over again. No, I have not. I've never been to India or Dubai. No. I know Dubai is beautiful from looking at pictures and videos, but other than that, no. All right. So nice and plump. And then we're going to move on to the Danessa Myricks Illuminating Veil. This is in Goddess. For a couple of lives, I've been forgetting to use this, but it's okay. It's not like you have to use it, but if you want it added within glow, natural glow, you can definitely use this. Now for this one, a little bit does go a long way, and it's not skincare, okay? So please keep that in mind. So I'm gonna put Goddess, the illuminating veil, on the highest points of my face, and the way that it dries down, it doesn't dry down like skincare. Like it's not soft to the touch. It's more so like a makeup product. It's not rough, it's not hard, but the way that it dries down, it's pretty. I would say it's almost matte in a sense. So I put this at the highest points of my face. It's still liquid as you put it down, but it does dry down, but not drying to the skin. If that makes any sense. So as you get it on the face, you do want to work it in the area that you want it. Yes, I'm married. It's an interesting question. So, like I said, I'm putting this in the highest points of my face. Yes, I'm taking it. And if you have makeup related questions, you can go ahead and ask that because I don't really know who you are and you're asking a lot of personal questions. So, there's that. But if you're not here for makeup and you're here for other things that you think you're going to get, it ain't going to come over here, honey. So sorry. Right. I'm telling you. I mean, come on, shoot your shot on somebody live. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh my goodness. All right. And I forgot some wipes. Hold on. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So sorry. I was walking up and down the stairs. Okay. Had to get some wipes. I don't know if I told myself, I was like, oh, we're going to keep this under an hour. Absolutely not. That's not happening. So we're going to try a little bit at a time. We're going to try an hour, 30 minutes. Hour, 30 minutes. Okay, so we're going to move on to Two things that I always use is the Danessa Meyer's Vision Cream Cover in TPO2. And I like to pair it with, let me turn it so you can see. I like to pair it with the W07 Envision Cream Cover. As you can see, there's two sizes. So these foundation, concealer, whatever you want it to be, can also be in this size as well. But it lasts you a long, long, long time. So even getting this lasts a long time. Right. You getting the nice mommy right now. uh, I can read between those lines. That's funny. All right, so I like to mix the two. So it's not, I don't like to put orange like this bright or yeah, this bright onto any problematic areas that are not, you see how this is so dark? This won't really cover as much because it's just too bright. So I like to mix a little bit of W07, which is my overall foundation shade color. And I like to mix a little bit of the TPO2, the orange corrector, to create my own corrector color. And that will help it. Especially that my spots are darker than usual. See, now this is fine, but anything this dark, oh baby, it's gonna show. So maybe that will show. This one will show not as much as that, you see? So yeah, we're gonna cover it now. Now you can choose to cover it now or put your complexion color on your overall foundation shade and then spot correct after. You can do that, one or the other. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever your preference is. I used to do it before, and I don't even know why I do it the other way. I do it before now, before putting on complexion, is what it is. But they both work the same way. So yeah. Now, depending on the client, like let's say their skin is, I'm covering like a lot of spots and it's very prominent. So let's say if I'm covering a beauty mark as an example, something to that effect, you can also set it so that it doesn't move when you put on the complexion products. You can do it like that, but I know how my skin is and what I'm covering or correcting, it doesn't require for me to do all that. So, but let's say I do correct and it does move, then, and I see it not covering, then I'm just going to go back and spot correct. So there's no shame in that. And I'm covering my little mustache because we haven't hit maintenance day yet. Maintenance days are usually on Sundays. So if they're not like very, very dark, I'm not worried about correcting them because they're just going to be corrected with the tone of complexion foundation that I'm using. So like these over here, they're not, I mean, I can run it over. There's nothing really on the brush, but it's not going to really show up like that. And then, of course, with Danessa Meyer's, with the type of products that she brings out, a little bit goes a long way. So being light-handed with her products is the best route. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And Noelle, oh my gosh, you did so amazing today. I was like literally having a praise break in my house because I was just like, I'm living for this life. And I was like, yo, you need to do that more often, to be honest with you. Like Ashley was saying, she was saying that you should do once, like on Saturdays every 2 weeks. I think she said something like that, to that effect. If you can, oh my gosh, please do. Of course, you know I always want to join. I didn't know you went live for her twin. I didn't know that. When was that? Was that not like your usual schedule? Cuz I'm like, how did I miss something? I was like, what was that? Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And you're just such a sponge. You're a welcome sponge. I love that. I love when people are willing to just learn and, not have anything against it. I've got to catch the ending over Mom Life. Oh, it was a random Saturday like this one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I must have missed that. Cause I was like, what is happening? How come I didn't know that? Or how come I didn't see? See, the thing is that I get notifications. I need to turn my notifications on. I'm assuming for the Brittany Davis artistry account because I get the notifications on my product page. So if you ever see my product, me coming into my product page, into your live, that's definitely my mistake. I meant to just come into my other page. Probably when you were doing the wedding. I don't. It could be, but I don't know. I'm not sure. When did you go live with her twin, Noelle? I had to delete it from Insta because a certain person came up by accident when I posted it on my Facebook group. Oh, okay. Oh, I get what you're saying. I was like, what? Now I understand. Okay, that makes sense. But when did you go live with her twin though? You did Rebecca's makeup like a month and a half ago. Maybe she was going to be at a wedding. I think that's when because I did makeup about around the same time that you're saying that. So that could be the reason why I didn't see it. You did a bright blue eyeshadow look on her. Yeah, see, I don't remember that at all. Yeah, so I think that was ouch. I think that was when I was doing makeup for the wedding I was telling you guys about. Okay, so now we're going into. I'm clearly not paying attention because I was about to put concealer underneath my eyes, which is fine, but whatever. Yeah, I think it was the same day. I'm going in with W07 from Danessa Meyer's Vision Cream Cover and putting that all over. Oh, I did want to tell you, especially when it comes to artistry or just doing makeup on other people, girl, don't be afraid to mix. Baby, I'll be mixing left and right. Like if it's like a tone that I like in one and I like on the other it is very similar. Baby, I would mix it in different ways. Like I would mix it together or I'll top it on top of one another. Or I'll stack it if that makes any sense. So depending on like what area of the face. But yeah, don't be afraid. Listen, don't be afraid to mix. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun because it just customizes the whole look. It creates cohesiveness with what you did today, which warmed my heart so much. So yeah, don't be afraid to mix. Hopefully you guys can see because every time I zoom, you see what I'm saying? Every time like, and I'm not even pressing it that hard. Like the ghetto. But anyway, but I'll lean in if you guys need to see a little bit closer, if anything. So again, if you're new here, I'm just doing mainly the perimeters of my face. You're welcome. You're welcome. I like the Makeup Forever, that cream palette. Listen, I said, look, that cream palette was cute. Okay, and a little bit went a long way too. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that cream palette was cute. The Gucci blush was cute as well. Love that color. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Well, Makeup Forever, see, it's a cream, so it's very buildable, it seemed. Hello. Welcome in. We're talking makeup, etc. So if you're here for that, welcome. Please feel free to let me know if you have any suggestions or ways I can improve next time. Noel, to be completely real, you did, I'm not even joking. You did really good. Like really, especially with direction. Like immediately, you knew exactly what I was talking about from words and not me actually, you're not hearing my voice or anything like that. I'm not putting your hand somewhere placement wise, like yeah, you're fine. You're a great girl. But if you do decide to keep going, um definitely because you said that you don't, of course you don't freelance, so you don't have everything that you would need for like different skin tones that you prefer to do. Um but definitely looking into anything like with color theory, that will allow you to mix, etc., effortlessly without, without any issues, etc. You're welcome. I don't often talk about it, but law school messed up my back. So that has also prevented me from being able to do more freelance work. It takes a toll on me. It messed up your back? Like the stress of it all in general? Is that how I messed up your back? Because what are you, they got you bending over? Like, unless you like bending over and talking to your client every time. Is that why? Sorry, being extremely nosy, but I'm just trying to understand, like how that happened. Oh, okay. Prolonged sitting while being hunched over. Okay, I can see that, and I can attest to that too because I used to do the same. Um, I used to do the same when I didn't have a makeup chair. I would literally, I'm really tall. I'm 5'11". I might be a little bit taller than that now, but I'm 5'11", and I used to just bend over, all the way over, um, and do my clients' makeup like that. Yeah, no, never again. And I didn't have a wagon at that time for years. Like that wasn't like a wagon didn't start really becoming a thing till like I want to say I didn't start seeing wagons like that being used for makeup artistry until maybe 2019-ish, 2020. Um, yeah, so I didn't see anything like that. And so in Miami, I had a lot of dropping stuff. Did this thing break? Make it make sense. Um, in Miami, I had a lot of clients as far as like freelance, a lot of freelance work. And I used to be so annoyed because I'm like, first of all, where is it? Where is it? Is it in a hotel? Am I walking upstairs? And this, that, and I would literally have to take trips to my car just to bring my kit up. Listen, okay, that alone, that alone, uh-uh, that alone, girl. What am I gonna use? Hold on. Yeah, that alone was like attacking my back. Like, no. I can see. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't want to keep doing that. I'm breaking out. I immediately put on a piece out skin dye. What are you breaking out from? Do you know? All right, so I'm using the same thing, Vision Cream Cover. I just mixed, what did I mix? W04 and a tad bit of N07, which is neutral 07, which is more on the cooler side, because I didn't want it to be super warm underneath my eyes because right now my under eyes is pretty warm. So warm plus warm is real warm. So I wanted to tone it down just a tad bit. I know your skin looked amazing today. Noel, prayer for strength and healing. Yes, mommy. Oh, Noel. Hand placement. This is what I was talking about. So the way that Ashley's body was turned caused your hand to place wrong. It was doing it. It was doing fine on one side, and you were holding it like this on the right side. But when you got here, you were hold on. Let me see if I can. You were holding it like this. I said, "Oh my god! If I could just grab her hand." I was like, if I could just grab her hand, because when you hold it like this, all these fingers are giving like strong pressure. So when you apply makeup like that, it can easily give too much makeup in one area, if that makes any sense. But when you have a light hand, like how you were holding it on the other side, on the right side, probably probably your right, I don't know, on the right side, you were holding it like this. That was perfect. But when you hold it like a pencil, baby, listen. Because when you're writing, if you think about it, when you're if you were to hold your pencil like this on the paper and try to write normally, like how you would normally write, but with your pencil like this, it's not a lot of pressure. But when you hold it like this, it's a lot of pressure. But yeah, I was just like in my head. I was like, oh, maybe if she turned her, that's what I was saying, turn her a little bit. You feel me? So we can see, but I think it will help your hand placement. Yeah, I didn't want to come. I don't know. I didn't want because I you can't hear me saying it, so I was like, I didn't want you to think I was being anal. If that makes any sense. I was like, I know she's a lawyer, but I still don't want to sound like I'm trying to take over your live or anything like that because I hate to be that type of person, you know? But I was just like, oh my gosh, when you turned around, I was like, yes. Because I was just like, I see the pressure on that eye. I said, no, please, please, Lord. Have her change her placement. Oh no, no problem. No problem. I'm just going back and forth with the brush I was using from the overall complexion to this one. This is more of me just placing, and then I'll just blend with this. I know, I just wanted to make sure because I don't think I come off that way, but you never know with typing it out to saying it. It's a different tone, you know what I'm saying? Different type of delivery. So I was just like, let me just be mindful of how I'm saying things. And plus, also, you see, I'm like real close to the ferrule. I shouldn't be that close either. That also brings a lot of pressure. Yeah, you see, it would have came off differently. So I was just like, how do I say this without sounding like what's the word I'm looking for? Like overly bossy. Like I'm not that type of person at all, but I hate to if I see it coming forward, I'm like, how do I say this without sounding like that, you know? Yes, condescending. Yes, that's the word. Yes, condescending. Because although it's not my intentions, I still don't want the words to seem that way, you know? So also, it was respectful to her client in the chair. Yeah, and also I didn't know what kind of room you had around Ashley and yourself. So I was like, well, maybe she has it like that. Like I was contemplating saying something. I was like, well, maybe she has it like that because there isn't much room to move her in that direction. I don't know. I just get in my head. I need to stop doing that. But yeah. If you don't know, I just make an oval in the center of my face, like an open oval, obviously. Every time you make an open oval on anybody in the center of your face using your concealer, it will always bring the makeup look or the complexion balanced all the time, no matter what. So because oval is technically like um the well proportioned balanced face. So if you're looking for that, you're looking for proportion or to be proportionate, then yes, do that. There's plenty of room. It's just I was trying not to have to move to each side back and forth so much. Oh, okay. So in that case, what you can do, if that was the issue that you thought you were gonna have, you can just turn her. Because I used to do that. I used to bounce back and forth, and it will literally chip away at the time that I had. So instead of that, I would turn the client towards me. So if I'm working on the other side, I will turn. Like if I can't see your face, because it used to be terrible. Like in the beginning, I used to just not turn them at all. And I would either bounce back and forth or I would just hope that it looked the same on the other side. That's very terrible to say that, but that's just I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't want to be rude or whatever. Look, listen. However you need to get the client to get it on the face, just move them. They move. And you could just move. Can you move the or you just move their chin and they know exactly or their forehead and they know exactly what you mean by that. We all start from somewhere, right? I just didn't want to be that person because I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was like just super, super rude. Oh, what is wrong with me? But, but yeah. So yeah, I took a class and they were like, just move them. I'm like, oh. So you don't have to sit there and go back and forth. It's usually not an issue if you're not filming. Even when I wasn't filming, like I have a client and let's say the space I had, I wasn't able to sit there and I don't know. I just assumed like I couldn't do that, or I don't know. I just didn't think it that way. And I would literally, if I'm working on a client, I would literally bounce from side to side. I would walk in front of them or sometimes behind them and what we call it, and get the job done. But it took longer than expected because I was all that walking add chips away at the time. You know what I'm saying? So then you have to come back. Let's say if you forgot something on the table, and then you got to come back and get the product, and da 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 da, back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, no. Brush my hair. Listen, I'm trying to be Christ-like, but please, just get off the live. Please get off the live. You come in here to troll, please get off the live. Thank you, Sam. Little tweaks can make the biggest difference, right? And you would think it wouldn't too. Boy, listen. Okay, so I'm just checking to see like what if I need to adjust anything. No will disturb the peace in here. We ain't got time for that. Correct. And my mom knows. I'm surprised she ain't saying nothing. My mom knows I could be a fighter. So, back in the day, I do less words and a lot of physical. So I want to pull out my bag of tricks. Again, in this space, we encourage. Right, exactly. Yes, we encourage and uplift positivity up in here only, period. Exactly. And feeding off of that is what kept me calm. Okay, so I'm gonna go a tad bit brighter. I don't want to go too bright. I'm gonna tell you why. Not on National Women's Day too, International. Right. Stay on if you're about that. Otherwise, God bless you on your way. Period. Excuse me. I'm not gonna go too bright because we're working with a contrasted color. So the contrast color is purple, and against my skin tone, it's pretty contrasted. So it's dark compared to me being a little bit lighter than that, right? When I was a lot bit lighter than that. So if I go like super bright underneath the eye, it's gonna give me a higher contrast between those two colors, if that makes any sense. So I'm not gonna go too bright, just a little bit, just to give me some dimension. Hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, just keep watching. Just keep watching. Okay, so I am also using. Oh, you know what? I did want to use the color case. I wanted to use it the last time, so just to play. This is how it looks on the inside. Which one did I get? I forgot which one I got. Doesn't say, but I think it's just the naturals. I think that's what it's called. But this is made by Mitchell, and these are the colors that are inside here. So why not play? Do something a little bit different, right? Okay, so you see how dark this is? Love that. Sorry. And I love products like this because I can mix, I can use it more than one area on the body, on the face, really, not the body. I know. See, this would be too close to my skin tone as far as like you see it's not bright. That would just help me to correct. So I'm gonna go in this. Let's say if like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything brighter. Jump down to this white and odd to make it brighter. Food for thought. So I'm gonna go here and I'm going to add it into the mixture that I already have, right? So that's a lot of product I just wasted. But we're gonna add a tiny bit of this with that. Yes, I do, right? Excited. Now, as you can see, I have not played with her. And I love Made by Mitchell's products. So I was just like, what was I waiting on? But that's okay. That's okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to add a little bit of that. Tiny bit. I just want to make sure I'm not adding anything pink. Because I don't need pink. That'd be different. Makeup Forever had one like that, Shapeshifter palette, or am I tripping? I actually have that. Not the naturals one. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's called I forgot what it's called too. But basically it looks similar to this. They have two kinds. It's this one, and then they had the one with the primary colors, and then they had other colors. That's the one that I have in my kit. But yes, both of those are bae. Okay, so I'm mixing in, and I don't know if you can see it here. It's a little tad, you see how it's a tad bit brighter? And it looks dry as I don't know what, but it doesn't react that way mixing. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm gonna start with a little bit. Perfect for freelance. Yes. And now it's like it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what it's called. As always, I'm just gonna keep it right here. I don't want the whole thing to be bright. That's some coverage. The thing about Janessa Myrick's, they work well. The products works well with other brands. I can't. Like I love that. I just crossed my eyes. Ignore. I'm just making sure that the brightness is balanced. I'll put some in the center right here. Hey, Kat. Listen, God knew because Kat came after the foolery. Kat would have had a ball with them people. Oh man, that's too funny. Cat would have had a ball with them people. All right, so then no, it's okay. You're fine. Is everything okay though? You talking about a family emergency? Oh no. I forgot you can still see the comments. Oh Lord. Kat is the type of person that she'll write at dawn for anybody, okay? That messes with us. That's so funny. Everything is good now. Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, made by Mitchell. This cute. We have a tear coming down. Where are them comments? Oh, scroll. I don't know if you can still see it though. Thanks, girl. I know I can't see clearly. It's a little bit blurry, but let me know if I need to take away or whatnot. When Ashley started tearing today, I was scared. Why were you scared? All you gotta do, it's just makeup. All you gotta do is just put it back. Clean the area that the tears fell on. Um, and with micellar water or something close to that, makeup remover. And then you're gonna reapply. Like, let's say if I just teared right now, of course I can push it in, but I may have to, wherever that tear spot is, reinforce that. So whatever I put on, so the overall complexion, um, if it's in a corrected area, correcting it, and then putting the concealer shade, yada yada, all those steps I gotta do all over again, or else you're gonna look stupid. So, but yeah, that's it. Of course, we don't want the clients to cry at all because that's an extra step. You understand what I'm saying? So, what do you do when your talent has super sensitive eyes and they start to water? What are you thinking? Okay, so what I tell my client is to put their tongue at the roof of their mouth like this. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start. If they're like, well, I ask them first if they're like a true tear, like they tear when somebody is like looking at them, like they tear off of anything. Somebody's like touching your eyebrow, are they tearing? That kind of thing. Kind of explain to them what that means. And then if they say yes, then you're gonna have to work with them. So if they have to like let them know like, hey, I'm about to start. If you're about to start tearing, please let me know while you work through the eye look, if that makes any sense. Um, but when you're getting to like the eyeliner or lashes, tell them to put their tongue at the roof of their mouth. And also, when you're working with eyeliner and you're in whatever side of the eye you're on, let's say let's make believe that the end of my brush is the liner. If I'm putting liner right here, you don't want their eyes to look directly at the tool that you're using. You want them to look away, right? And then tell them when you're going on the opposite side to look the opposite direction. Because their brain is telling them, like, you're about to come at me, you're about to attack me. So, what are we doing? Your body, without you having to do anything, will immediately go into like this defense mode. And so tears start coming and all that stuff. So blinking and all that. So That works for brain freeze too. I've heard about that. I never tried it for brain freeze. Sunblock the commoners. Wait, hold on. I don't want to mess up the makeup. Shoot, neither do I. Sunblock the commoners, but I can still see them. Should I even start because they can't respond? No, just leave it alone, cat. It's fine. We don't want to bring any drama. Tongue at the roof of the mouth, not putting them on IG Live. What? You ain't ever seen me do makeup on IG Live because of that. That's funny. Yeah, I told her to look the other way. It def helped. I tried it for brain freeze. It totally helps. When I get a brain freeze, because I haven't had one in a while, which is interesting. But if a brain freeze is approaching, I will try that for sure. All right. So I am going to use the tried and true a what's this called? Balm Contour by Danessa Myricks. I usually just use all three of them: deep one, deep two, and deep three. I usually start with the natural bronzed tone. No particular reason why. You can start with the darkest one if you want and build your way up. That's up to you. Um, because this product it doesn't matter how dark you go, it's very blendable. So, and it's natural, it's buildable as well. So, for that reason, it doesn't matter how, if you want to start with the darkest one first or the lightest one. What do I want to use? Oh no, not that. I use this. I don't know how it works, but it does. Brain freezes happen less for people that use their brains a lot at one time than turn them off to rest. Huh. Really? So I'm using heck. Oh, that's still on it. I'm using what brush is this? I don't ever tell y'all my brushes. Royal Lane Nickel. This is BOM 1110. And I am going to use a guide at the top of my ear and come down. Now, look, face anatomy is a little bit different for everybody. So if your ear, like you see how my ear folds, if your ear folds lower than mine, then use the highest peak of your ear. Britt, do you ever line the talent's top waterline or don't bother? You're talking about up here? I don't ever. No. Especially if they've never worn, if they're not a makeup wearer. Oh, no. Nope, nope. Long day, son. I understand. Take care. Bye, son. If that's you leaving. I've noticed your ear folds before. Yes, my ears are small and they fold over. It doesn't bother me at all. I think it's cool. But if they fold any more than that, then you should just use the highest peak of your ear. I wish I could turn my brain off, hence I have the worst insomnia. Oh, girl, I know. For me it used to be worse. Um, I work better at night, hence why the live is at night. Well, the live is also at night because I got kids. They're quiet. They're either like my boys will let me. If it was them too, I used to do lives a lot earlier than that, or just recording earlier than that. But now that I have my daughter and she's still relatively, she's a baby, um she rests at night, so it's just a lot easier for me to um do lives at night. Oh, you never noticed my ears. Oh, okay. That's fine. True, I feel like lining Ashley's bottom waterline it was causing her to tear a little bit towards the end, but I'm torn because it looked really good and the bottom one makes a difference. I do put it on the bottom. I'm almost always do that with my clients. I put it on the bottom unless they request that they don't want that. Um, Other than that, like they're gonna tear. You feel me? But since they tear, I make sure that I get a waterproof liner that I know that thing won't budge. So like color fix, blackout, or if you want to use a different color, like chocolate, which is a dark brown. If they don't want it so harsh in the waterline, um, I use that because once they start tearing, it's not gonna move once it's set. Bottom, yeah. The top up here, no. The bottom, yes. Mm-hmm. I wish my brain would shut up. Like the voices don't be sleeping. I swear, girl. Oh, we gonna be praying for you, Peach. We gonna be praying for you, Peach. Mommy says insomnia up from 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. I'm up from 3 a.m. is wild, mommy. You need some rest. I think you're taking advantage because you ain't got no kids in the house like that. Interesting. Thank you. Makes sense. Totally agree. Yeah. Because I used to not use waterproof liner. Like I wouldn't care to. How would I say this? I wouldn't care to. Um, like I just saw the color and I would put it in there. Does that make sense? I didn't notice if it was waterproof or not, and then until it just kept happening, and I'm like, bro. And so I just started looking up if there were actually waterproof liners. And so every time that has happened, I just changed and started using something that was more waterproof. Have those kids at work on the brain. Listen, yes and no. Um, it's more so for me about kids on my mind. It's more so like if they're going through something or it's like time for work to be turned in because of grades that need to be inputted, stuff like that. Other than that, mm-mm. They got their parents to go home to. This is deep too. It's a little bit deeper than the first one I used. The first one obviously is a bit more natural. Yes, extremely, especially cars. My kiddos woke me up at 6 a.m. Yeah, my kids are early risers as well. They woke. It had to be like 6:15. I see my child in the bed. Why are you playing loudly? And my youngest one just sir, we are trying to sleep, bruh. I'm like, did you eat yet? He was like, no. I'm like, go eat something. All right, so I put deep two and I overlap deep one just a little bit so that it can marry the two together. Now this is not um this is still more on the bronzer side, so I can still carry it all the way down here. But as I get to deep three, I start to just keep it towards the back where it's naturally the darkest. All of that and all of that and leadership role, correct. That too, because I have to worry about student council and doing student council stuff on the weekends, posting. Cat retracted some message. So yeah, I understand. I truly understand, mommy. Oh, so Noel, you were asking me about cream to powder or cream, not cream to powder, but cream over powder. There's barely anything on this brush. So if I'm chasing it, Like the contour, the bronzer underneath my jawline is really barely anything on my brush, and I just chase it underneath because I don't want it to be. I mean, I could go darker if I wanted. I could put product like true on product on my brush, but me personally, I don't really need it. But if a client does, I still take it in the same manner, but I'm not being heavy handed with the product. I said something that may have been too explicit for YouTube. Oh, you don't want it to be too harsh. I'm assuming the policies are a little different here. I appreciate that though. Okay, last one, and then we're going to set. This one is D3. Put it closer. You see how this is a lot cooler than the other colors. Oh, it does affect your channel too. Ooh, I did not know that. So I'm keeping that towards the back, and I'm going to overlap deep 2 with deep 3. I'm not going to bring it all the way down, as you guys know, because I don't want to I want to look masculine. So I'm barely tapping inside of it. I'm lightly tapping. The other two, I was hitting the pan. This one, I'm using just the tip of the brush to get the color intensity that I want. So just a whisper of color. Right. I expected that too because I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Oh, okay, you want an OnlyFans? Okay." That's it. Like you've been telling us that you have something to share with us, your experience. So we've been waiting. So what unless you can't do it on this. You need us to go live on Instagram next time so you can let us know. IG is cracking down on it too. Well, well, well. We need a group chat. Oh, you know what? Speaking of cracking down, Instagram, there's a content creator that I follow, and she goes live. She does Bible studies on her lives, and it's so funny. I love the way that she like breaks down like how she interprets the verse or the scripture that she's in the book. Listen, tell me why Instagram basically told her, she had put in her stories, but basically Instagram told her that she's banned from doing lives for a year because she violated some type of policy or whatever. I said, oh, go figure, because she just started doing that, going live, doing Bible study, and I'm like, interesting how that worked. So, so of course she's disputing it because I'm like, come on, bro. Tomorrow is on 3 p.m. Yeah, she had us all hyped. Can I at least say that his most viewed video on Instagram is him talking about how his mom found out about his tattoos to make up for that censored version? What? What? What kind of people are you dealing with, Peach? Like, how old are they? Because So I'm going to set. I'm going to set. I'm gonna get the powders together. Oh, speaking of powders, Noel, you were talking about YSL today. Um, I think when I was using YSL powders in my kit, they were discontinued. Is that the same powder that they brought back? And if so, is it the same formula? If you know, if you were using YSL for that long, if you know, because they discontinued it to my knowledge, and that's why I haven't bought any more YSL is loose setting powder. I'm using Denisamyrix. I usually mix this with Dermablends, um, loose translucent setting powder, but I'm not going anywhere, so we're just gonna stick with Denisamyrix. Evil short people are attracting me. ISTG Instagram maybe. I'm gonna have to add height on my makes or breaks list. That's funny. I'm not sure, Brit, and I didn't have the other one. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask. Definitely have to ask somebody because listen, and I still have. The funny thing is, I still have because I was using it sparingly. I still have the loose setting powder in my kit, and what was I gonna say? It's so finely milled. Oh my god. It's like Denessa. You see how it's soft and it's not harsh at all? Love that. Alright, so I'm gonna push. I saw her say that, but the thing is that the other product that she mentioned, I've never tried. So I can't really base judgment off of that. I can only I only know like how YSL works, if that makes any sense. So I am gonna do some research and ask around and see. Cause if that's the case, if that's the case, I am definitely I regret not using the damp beauty blender to powder. Love that method and I forgot. You no, you when did you want to use that? Because you were trying to use it for the something, the highlighter, the highlight part, but you didn't like how that formula worked with it being damp. So were you trying to use it for complexion? Probably after foundation to set foundation with loose setting powder. I've seen that before, but I ain't got the time to be rewet and stuff. Plus, I used to be beauty blender down, honey, but I don't use beauty blenders anymore for the sake of sanitary purposes. It's not sanitary, so I don't even I don't use it. If I'm using a sponge, if I ever use a sponge, I have it in my kit now, but if I ever use a sponge, it's definitely not the beauty blender anymore, but it's um Miss A Pawpaw sponge. I love those. They're actually, to me, in my opinion, they're actually way better than a beauty blender. But here we are. Beauty blenders are still great, but me personally, I don't use them anymore. But if I do use them and it's on a client, I just give them the beauty blender afterwards for them to use, for them to keep, just to really blend more like you. But I'm not using the a sponge, mama. I just use the brushes is what does the trick. The brushes is me keep blending it. To be honest with you. Okay. Oops. Yeah. I use a new one if I do and give it to my client after. Correct. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing it. Because I used to do the same thing. People are cleaning it and reusing the, hold on, reusing the beauty blender or just any sponge and just keeping it in their kit. No matter how hard you slice it, figuratively speaking, it's still unsanitary. So, yeah. You see, with the brush, you can get inside the brush, you can clean the brush, all that. That's not the same as a beauty blender. Inside that sucker, when you cut it in half, mm-mm. I use an airy brush and a puff. Airy brush and I'm trying to remember what you use. Airy brush and a puff for before you set. I remember you were using the white brush with the blue handle. I think it was something like that. That was fine. That was a brush I would use for me to pinpoint where I want the product to go. I think that's what you were using. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, I've got to tell you what I'm using. Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finished. Oldie but goodie. Um, I'm using that pretty much the perimeter of my face. Oh, for powder, use an airy brush and a puff. This is an airy brush, but it's wide for my face. Not for my face, but Lord help my ears. Loose. Oh, okay. Um, just make sure that like the brush that I typically gravitate to when it comes to setting underneath my eyes. Right. What are you talking about, Kat? Is a brush like this. It's not truly compacted. It is, but not so tight, you know? Um, it has a little bit of airiness. It's still flexible and I can really get underneath my eye. But you can do one over the other or you can use both. Just know that when you're using something like this, a puff, depending on who you're using it on, it's going to pack on a lot of powder in one area. Not one area, but basically it's going to evenly distribute that product in one area. As far as the brush I picked up, it's a little bit more airy. So it's not as intense in one area. So it just all depends, but you can use both. All right. Done with that one. Move on to the other one. Damn, how is it already 10:21? Make it make sense. Dark 10. All right, we're gonna speed this up. The eyes usually don't take me too long. I'm using same thing, MSF. This is dark tan. This is how it looks. I'm keeping that on the outer portions of my eye. And since I'm working in the highlighted areas, definitely underneath my eye, I'm going with a smaller brush. And I don't want this to be too airy since we're on that subject, on that topic, because I want it to target a certain area. And to, I want the color to be intense in a certain area instead of it using a fluffy brush to distribute product evenly, but it's not as intense because of the brush I'm using. I heard the shade name of that powder a little differently. Dark deep girl bye. I can't. So put it on the outer portions, and then what are you? Oh, and then I'm using MSF medium deep for the inner portion of my eye. And then we're just going to marry the two together as it joins. My ears are broken. I'm sorry to hear that. Or are you being for real? Because I'm out here straight laughing in your face. I know you did. Nasty. Okay. All right. All right. So we are going to move on. And now this is cute. This spice latte. That's so pretty, but that's not gonna look right with the purple. So I'm going to use CoverGirl Queen bronzer to basically bronze the eye. Using a fluffy blending brush. I was about to say Bible study must be working wonders for all areas for me or for you. I'm gonna rub off any oils on the lid. If you're listen, if your lids are extra oily, way oily than mine, rubbing it off is not gonna do much, because the oils are going to creep back. So you do need a primer or a product to lay down that can combat that. So FYI. I was about, oh no, I already read that. Okay. I'm gonna lean in a little bit forward because I tried zooming in and it's ghetto. So and if you care, please do like the live. And if you would prefer YouTube over Instagram, it doesn't matter to me, whatever floats your boat. I figured I would try it. Just like Sun tried. Why not? So I'm following the natural cat eye almond shape that I have. So we're gonna follow that naturalness, those natural curves. I'm just basing it, nothing too intense. Okay. You love the look so far? Going into my handy dandy notebook, I'm going to use the Nissa Myrick's Groundwork and Blooming Romance palettes simultaneously, but anything purple related or plum, we're going to stay in those types of family. So I'm trying to see. I'm going to start with this one here to reinforce the bronzer that I put down on my eyes, and then we'll move on. That also depends on what how dark we want this purple to be. It probably will be dark, but we'll see. We shall see. We kind of going with the flow, and I don't want you guys to be super duper tired. And thank you, Kat. I don't normally call you Kat, but I see your name as Kat, so thank you, Peach. Okay. Before I move any further, let me grab the palettes I want to use and choose what purples I want to play with. Can you see who is watching this like Insta? Um, Let me click on it. I I clicked on it and I can't drop down anything. I don't know if you can click on Instagram and it shows you too. You probably could. But this is Lightwork Volume 4. Yeah, Volume 4. Oh, you can't? Okay. Interesting. This is Lightwork Volume 4. The Transcendence palette from Janissa Marks. There's a purple in here. It's coming off blue because it has a shift. So this is trance. So one way is purple and the other way it shifts to blue. Here's also purple family down here. This one I believe is activated by water. So we not about to activate nothing by water. Let's see. What else? Awakening is also a shift from purple to teal. Let's see. This is the Lightwork Volume 5 palette. Try it. But I feel like you have to promote it throughout the day. You normally do that, but in order to bring traction over here, if you normally don't go live over here. So this one has like a lighter purple here That's pretty much the only purple family. So we'll probably mix the two palettes together. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so I'm gonna finish basting. Also remember to resub if you like the live, y'all. Sometimes it unsubscribes when you like on live. Really? I wonder why. That's interesting. Uh then I can't bring the tea. Jesus can't hear Noel. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use this one here. It's like a plummy brown. And then I think I have this broken purple. I'm going to look again because I was looking to see and I was like, why are you broken? Anyway, that's okay though. I'm going to plop that right a little bit above my crease. As you can see, my crease folds right here. So I'm going to bring it slightly above it to give me an illusion of more lid space. I'm being messy for the plot. Currently just to have this tea. Oh, Paige. As the plot thickens, as the plot thickens. Instead is saying, yes, because we need this tea, honey. You've been trying to tell us without telling us for almost a week and a half now. About ready to spill it. I'm going back to the blending brush. That's a little bit bigger to blend out nothing on the brush. Can I check with you before I share some stuff? Okay. Like I put nothing right here. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is let me look at that purple one more time. I would show you guys, but it's just pissed me off. That it broke. Let's see. What I use. No. So it's basically just a matte. Just think of a matte purple. Honestly, there's nothing really to it. Just matte. But it is. It's not broken, but the pan next to it is. So if I hold it up, it's just going to be like, hey, I'm gonna fall down and destroy your carpet. I'm going to. So I'm keeping that matte purple on the outer corner. Who knows where I got this purple eyeshadow from? But here we are. So Noel, remember that's just an inspiration. I actually don't like how it matched the eye to the lip so perfectly. That's just my personal preference. And I was like, Lord, please don't do that. That's what I was saying in my head. I was like, Lord, please tell her not to do that. Tell her not to do that. Just stay within the family of those colors as far as like the cohesiveness of the colors, but not matchy matchy. Ooh. Matchy pisses me off. Just be cohesive. If you be cohesive, you look more grown. You look put together, you know? Balance. So, but now it's up to the client if they want it to be as deep as the picture you showed as an example, or they just like um the style, the shape of the particular eye look. So, bro, hold on. Oh, let's get higher right here. So yeah. But I love the take that you took on that look for sure. Cause you wanna, although it's an inspirational picture that's not of your work, you still put in the style that you normally would have done, you know? Cause that was all you. That was all you, meaning like the style that you gave to that particular eye look. You weren't looking to what's it called? Be perfect as far as like making it exactly look like the picture, but you're just using it as inspo and catering to your style. So let's say if somebody were to come up and they're like, "Oh, I want this look or whatever," and they know my work, they're not gonna expect something, very close to that picture. They're gonna expect that, but in my style. Hopefully that makes sense. Not gonna lie, I thought that photo was using the Hooded Beauty Naughty palette or Natasha Denona Boom palette today on your live. I love how the purple is showing up like a deep plum. That's funny. Okay. Okay, I'll go deeper if I need to, based on what based on the color that I laid down from the palettes. Hold on. I mean, I can do a lot of styles of makeup, but that doesn't mean I want to recreate it perfectly either. Exactly. Exactly, Peach. But even if you do, that's the thing though, even if you do create an eye look based off the inspiration, it's still going to be your style. Like how you would do it on somebody. Y'all, this is actually really pretty. This is from the Milani palette, Film Noir. And this right here is so pretty. It shows up a little different though. It looks like almost like a topper. I don't know if you can see that. That light's bright. Um, but we'll see. We shall see. Because this purple is very different compared to that. Very, very different. Do you guys want to see trance or something different? Let me know. Because I'm probably gonna put trance and then something on top. Who knows? Who know? Who know? So again, this is trance right here. So it's like a purple shift to blue shift. If that makes any sense. I also do have a ton of color fixes. I just thought about that. Hold on. Forgot about her. Oh, a couple of them actually. Hold on, let's see. Trance is pretty. Okay. So there's two. We could do trance. We could probably lay this down, then put trance. Sounds cute. This is Wild's. This is Color Fix Wild's Orchid. And then this is, what are you? This is VIP. Hopefully this is both by Janessa Marix. This is Twin Flames. Um, we might do all three. Let's do all three. So we'll start. We'll start with, first of all, hold on. Let me make sure that this Twin Flames is not dried out. Okay, no, it's not. So this is Twin Flames VIP. So pretty. So we shall use Wild's Orchid. We'll lay down Wild's Orchid. I'm going to show you Wild's Orchid. That's right there. You see how pretty that is? Oh, excited. Okay. Lay her down. This is like purple, okay? Listen. Britt, do you have your formula thinner out just in case? I see it. I don't need it because this one, the Twin Flames, is fine. I thought I picked up the one that we picked up the last time. I can't remember which one that was. All three, period. Can't wait. So we're gonna plot that all over the lid, and it's gonna look like we did something. It's gonna look like we did a lot, but we did it. So color fix, and I got this fan on too. You gotta move fast with color fix. Can't be playing around with color fix. You gotta know if you want to use her or not, or else you're just wasting product at the end. But baby, color fix does not budge at all. So we're gonna base her with color fix on the eyelid. Cute. Go to the other eye. I went a little bit above my crease. Personal preference. I don't like to stay within, not that my crease, not that it's like super hooded or anything like that, but I like to just expand the eye. Definitely put color fix on the bottom. That's okay though. Thank you. So I'm about to grab that. Okay, that's better. Thank you. This Wild, I haven't used Wild Orchid on myself yet or my clients. I love, that's my favorite color. Like purple, I would purple down. But Wild Orchid is really pretty. Listen, I will wear Wild Orchid by itself. Okay, what I'm laying down now is Trance. Trance is cute. Trance is like a beau. What is a beau? Um, a purple to blue shift. Like this royal blue shift is so pretty. It doesn't give like that cheap eyeshadow blue, if you know what I mean. This is like that rich auntie eyeshadow blue. Stunning. Hey, Sylvia girl. Thank you. We are using Trance eyeshadow from Denisa Merrick's Transcendence Lightwork 4 palette. We use underneath just now Wild Orchid Color Fix from Denisa Merrick's to kind of base it, and then put this on top to intensify it. Yes. Rich auntie vibes. Us. I'm talking like I ain't got no kids. Rich auntie vibes. Okay, now let me look at this is BIP. BIP can go like in the center, or VIP can go in the inner corner. Which one y'all want? Center of the eyelid or inner corner? While you do that, I'll blend out the edges so it's not so harsh. Center or inner corner? Where do you want to see the pop? Loving this blue. It's the rich auntie you never see though, Noel. Oh, congrats. Oh, oh, I can see you now. I didn't see the shade inner corner more than likely. Oh, it's right here. This is VIP from Denisa Myricks. It also has a shift to like dark purple to pink. So I was asking if the trance has a shift too. So it's like blue to purple, like a true purple. So should I keep VIP in the center, or should I keep VIP in the inner corner? Center of the lid. Okay. Whatever's on my finger. Ooh, that's cute. All right, so let me grab that real quick. Oh, please. Oh, twin flames don't budge either. Okay. Because clearly not trying to come off. You're fine, Noel. And fallout. Let me wipe that away. I have like residue of the loose powder. So normally I would just use loose powder to get rid of that, depending on the type of fallout. So loose powder doesn't work on everything, but as far as like this, yeah, knock it away pretty quickly. Take beach photos, Noel. Flying to Dealing, Florida in September, hopefully to meet baby. Oh, in what? In September? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. This might have been the one peach that I had to wake up. So I'm gonna put this directly on the center, only because I feel I don't want to grab the whatchamacallit, the thinner. But if anything, I do have the thinner handy. I don't feel like doing all that tonight. It gives like a nice galactic contrast. Ugh. My son was awake. He would be like, "Ooh, mommy, you look like you're in space." He is a space fanatic. Anything about space. Oh my goodness. Loves it. I fight this thing. Yeah, I'm about to put the thinner in if I decide to use it again. Okay. Now I'm trying to think. Let's see. Do I want to deepen the outer edge a little bit? Probably. Actually, no. Let's deepen the you're live. I've been live. That's weird. My screen says you're live. I've been live. What do you mean? I'm going back into the Blooming Romance. Thank you. And Groundwork. These two colors. This one, that's Blooming Romance. And this is Tourmaline and Groundwork. So I'm going to go into the crease to act as if I have a deeper socket, if that makes any sense, than what it appears. So not necessarily deepening the outer V, but just deepening that socket area, the crease. Yeah. So I'm pulling that attention instead of the outer area, I'm pulling it towards the center to make them focus on that color that's in the center. Okay. Okay, taking a blending brush and just blending the edges. Nothing too crazy. Could go, girl, go where? Where am I going? Girl, no. I put that going out like that to rest. Like going to a club or going, I would go to a lounge, but not, ain't nobody that I know would normally go are awake. So no. Mm-mm. Then I got church in the morning. No, I ain't gonna work. Mm-mm. No, ma'am, Pam. Okay. I am just sort of repeating on the bottom. I'm using that same deep color on the bottom. Noelle did ask about this on her live. Which way do I go as far as like, do I do light first to dark or dark to light? Honestly, it doesn't matter with the product that I normally use. They're easily blendable. So, but if you have a harsh product and you're thinking about smoking the bottom, Start with the dark close to the lash line and blend it out as much as possible. You don't need a lot of product. And then use the lighter color to blend the edges so it softens how dark it is. So yeah. But if you know your product, you know it easily blends, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's whatever your preference is at that point. Adding tourmaline close to the lash line. Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. It's more so there's no, I wouldn't say a right or wrong for a lot of techniques. It's just what's the purpose? Like what's the why? What's the purpose? What are you using? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself when you're trying to do it. Or do anything for that matter, makeup related. Like, what's the look? What's the occasion? Where are we going? What's the blendability? What's the staying power? What's the ingredients? That all ties into what you're going to do next. I'm just putting tourmaline on the top. This is what I do when I'm almost done. I start detailing the eye look, what I want to see happening, what I can enhance, what I can intensify, etc. And then to be honest, like when I started out in makeup, if I were to do something like that, I would think I'm doing something wrong. Like why didn't I do it in the beginning kind of thing? Chat. I don't know. I was odd. I'm like, why am I doing it now? There must be something wrong. There's something I did wrong. now it's just now to me it's just an added detail. Oops, not that one. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. This is Blooming Romance. This is the transitional shade that I used on my lid. So keeping it within the family of colors that you are already using makes the look more cohesive and balanced. When you bring those same families all over the face, or different parts of the face, this kind of repetition with the color family of that color, it creates balance and cohesiveness. So that's what you want. So it's not about matchy matchy, it's about cohesiveness. Always. Always. While we're here, we'll do the brows. Using these two colors from Groundwork. I forgot what the brown one is called, but I use the tourmaline, more tourmaline, less brown for my brows, clearly. So you're now being fed but still watching. I love that for you. I love that for you. You're good though. My husband is petty. He'll miss my mouth on purpose if he were feeding me, and then he'll be nice about it. You have the spice latte blush. That's funny. Have you been using it since you realized you have it, mommy? I wonder how you like it. Okay, we're almost done with the eye. Move on to finishing. I ain't too strong. Don't gas me, girl. I need to blend the edges a little bit, but don't gas me, girl. I think y'all hate when I say that because we're like, it's always gas. All gas, no brakes. I did not mean to make it that dark, but here we are. Let's blend it out. Like darken that area. That's okay though. That's what the spoolie is for. You love the look? I used it that day. Forgot we got the cute collection. Yes. I think I got that one from Sun. It was a part of the collection. Same one that I was that yeah, the same one that we grabbed. That's the one that sent to me. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, most definitely. I think it was on sale when you got it, mommy. Look at my baby girl. I look like you, girl. I stole your whole face. Just like my child. My child stole my face. My God. Oh, thank you so much, Sylvia. It looks great on lips too. Ooh. Now for me, I would have to use it like closest to the center of my lips. Having it all over my lip, well, I will look like a little caramel candy on my lips. So that won't look right. As far as like, I'm trying to remember exactly the color. I have it right here, but yeah, definitely caramel candy is what would be using that on my lips. Liner first. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. All right, I'm just going, nothing on the brush. I'm just going to blend the edge because I can't, this right here bother me. Y'all, this purple, ooh, this purple's cute. All right, so we're gonna finish the face. We're gonna gather everything together. We are so close to being done. I am so sorry. It's like super late, so we're gonna speed this up. Bronzer, CoverGirl Queen. I'm just reinforcing with powder, bringing the intensity of the eye, and bringing matching the intensity of the eye to the intensity on the face a little bit more, so I don't look washed ish. So period. Like the person that was on here asking me if I was married. Mm-mm-mm. Mommy, remember back in the day that used to be such a struggle. Oh my God, that used to be such a struggle at such a young age. Cat calls left and right. Most creepiest thing ever. Using Iman, just a tiny bit of Iman out here for a little bit more coverage. Okay. And then we're using this is MAC Film Noir as like the contour. It's a blush, but we're using it as a contour powder to give me some more intensity. And I was ready. You was ready for them too? Always. It was just creepy. Like, what? I look like a child. What are you talking about? Like, my students don't even believe how old I am. You know what I'm saying? I look like a kid. I not now, obviously, but I look young, but I'm not. Um, it's just odd. And then when I was younger, of course, I looked way younger than what my age was. So it's just creepy. These older men. I would walk home from school and it was like that. Right, exactly. And like I said, I was ready to fight by any means necessary. And I didn't fight girls. I fought boys. So I was ready. Ready. Can you hear my daughter now? Okay. And then whatever is on the brush, I'll just chase it around my jaw area, not too much. Then I'm gonna go in with the blending brush we were using. I'm cleaning off if there's any like excess product. Shouldn't be too much product on here. I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Queen bronzer just to give me a bronzy nose, not too much, just so that following the natural flow of the face. Give me a little something, something. Bronzer is beautiful. Thank you. And then we're playing connect the dots because our face doesn't have an ending point like that. Like manuscript, it's cursive. So we're connecting it into the brow eye area situation. So it doesn't have an ending point. And then if you don't know, it should look like it's contoured from the front. It doesn't have to be harsh, but it should look like some type of shadow from the front, but from the side, it should be looking like nothing. Okay? Okay? Please. Please. The lines of demarcation, I promise you the shadow will be there no matter what. But don't overdo it. Overdo it, you look dumb. And I see it a lot. Turn to the side, she look like nothing. Nothing. If it looks like something, you're gonna take a clean brush you're using for complexion and just lightly press to blend. The shadow will still be there. Sylvia, it's just I can't. The pet peeves be real. Okay. Now blush, because I almost forgot about blush. What are we doing for blush? Let me see. See now, spice latte. No, you can't use spice latte. Spice latte is not even like really a part of that family like that. But we shall jump into. I've been using it for a while now, but it's just been flowing with what I was in. Can't believe you invented makeup with this look. You try to gas, girl. Okay, so this is, I've used this one. This is really pretty. This is Red Velvet. Red Velvet. This is from Janessa Meyer's Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder and Flesh. That's cute, but you know I don't use one blush. So I've seen it in public. Child, I'm telling you, it's ghetto. And then I want to use this berry one. So I'm gonna use that with hmm. I'm probably gonna grab this, or am I? Oh yeah, I can. I'm gonna grab Barrett saving the both voting option. I just can't with the bad blending. I love you down, but man, I promise you, nose contour is not hard. It isn't. But the key to it is the shadow will always be there before and after because it's a bone. It's a bone. So anything next to a bone is gonna give it depth. But if you add too much product and it looks like a line, it's gonna look like a line. It's gonna be very intense because there's already a shadow there. So Lord. So those colors, and I'm going to probably dabble into. I might mix that pink. We'll see. We'll play. If I feel like throwing it in, I will. So we're gonna start with Dancing Queen by Denise Samara Exploring Balm Powder. And this is how she looks. It's berry. As you can see, it goes with the eyes. Stay soft, Brit. I agree, Brittany. That pink is not that product is not as intense as it looks. It's more natural, so it's gonna come off a soft pink, but we'll see. So we're going to put berry in the back. Berry in the back. Berry in the back. I'm using a fluffy brush. Warm. What's warm? Yeah, it's gonna be like a kiss of pink. It's not strong like how this is coming off very strong like that. It's not gonna come off that strong. And I'm not using this. I didn't really dip into this very heavily because I didn't want it to be so heavy. I just want like a you can barely see it kiss of color. I'm just making sure the intensity matches on both sides. And that pink is not warm. That's why I was saying I was gonna mix a little bit. I might, who knows? But I don't want it to be too cool and it throws the colors off on the face. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I added some more color. I wanted it to be a little bit more. And so adding these colors makes the eye look less um what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with a Z. Less less of a contrast. So I'm gonna use Red Velvet and I'm going to overlap Red Velvet with Dancing Queen. So I'm gonna overlap it coming this way instead of coming up. We might just keep red velvet. We'll see. I say that now. I say that now. I'm leaving some space just in case I change my mind, but that's pretty. Yes, I live for an ombre, okay? Live for an ombre. Okay, so let me see how it's gonna show up the pink before I put it on my face. Okay, so this is the pink right here. Like I said, it's not intense like that. I'll show you here. You see, oh no, it's giving ash. Look at that. No, that's more like that's not gonna come off the way that I think. That's okay though. So we're gonna drag. We're gonna drag we're gonna drag that red velvet. We're gonna bring her down towards the front. Come to the front. Come to the podium. Cause that pink was not it. It would have been so ashendo is what it would have been. So whatever's left on the brush, I'm just bringing it forward. Um, if that makes any sense. I wonder if the replay of the YouTube is going to switch to or give the not switch but give the option of 1080 p HD, because that would be awesome. But I don't think so because the live is long. But we shall see. Okay, now we're moving on to highlights. Once I can grab what I need. Stunning. Thank you. All right, so this is a lot. I can't see. Lightwork Volume 2. And these are the colors inside Lightwork Volume 2. Cute. I'll bring her closer. Impeccable blurring effect. You're talking about my face? This is Dennis and Merrick's Lightwork Volume 1. And I know exactly what I'm using. And these are the colors in here. So I'm definitely going to be using Piece of Cake. That's this one right here. Now there's unless it's that one. I think I'm gonna use Piece of Cake. See, I like to layer highlight too sometimes. So Piece of Cake, and this is like duh. Like duh looks scary in the pan, but on the skin, you just can't use a lot of it. With my skin tone, I should say. But it's cute. So the like duh. This is from Janessa Myers, but you want to, like I said, everything is intense. Okay, so do the pink one first. Although I like color with my highlight, I like to make sure that it doesn't look like a highlight. It looks more within, if that makes any sense, with color behind it. That hopefully I'm making sense. But yeah. This palette will you will live with this palette for the rest of your life because that's how much product is in here. These pans are huge. um, I didn't put anything extra. I'm just blending, going back to Old Faithful, and then just blending the edges and on top. And then I'm gonna grab like duh, but like duh, I'm gonna grab with a blending brush instead because I don't want so much of that with this brush. You see how big this brush is? Like duh would have been ridiculous. So I'm gonna put it at the highest point um of where the light hits instead of what I just laid down. I don't want to cover that, but I want to put it at the highest point because that's how bright it is, right? So I want to mimic that. Am I putting this down my nose? No. We're gonna keep it right here. We're gonna keep it right here, okay? To give a little intense situation happening. Going back to this brush and blending, marrying it into piece of cake. Checking for highlight demarcation lines. I'm gonna come close so you guys can see. I forgot who I learned this from, but um, when you put your highlight in the proper spot on the face, you can see it. You should be able to see it off to the side when it's angled, but it should hide when you look forward. If you have your highlight not where it's properly placed, like let's say somewhere else, like towards the front, you can see the highlight. That means it's not placed properly. Right? Ain't that dope? I forgot who I learned that from. Who did I learn that from? She co-owns a brush line. Love her down. She's in Houston too. I forgot her name. But yeah, you should see it on the side. But when you come to the front, it should hide, immediately hide too. So it should look dark coming to the front, or it should just look like your skin tone coming to the front. Thank you. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. So, okay, so now the lip, we're gonna go to Old Faithful and line down. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy on the lip. And did I just break this? That's wonderful if I just broke this. God. Really? But Brittany, before I forget to tell you, did you see that Wayne Goss uploaded a video talking about placing eye primer into your wrinkles or lines on your face? I immediately thought of you. Oh no, I didn't. But yes, you can do that. I do that as well. Like in the forehead lines. Bro, I think I how? How? How, bro? How? It's giving very ghetto. I'm about to do it now. You heard it from me first? Aw. I wasn't the originator. It's giving I didn't bring my water up here. Look at my lips. Y'all, look at the ghetto-ness that I have to do because I refuse. The pencil playing look. Look. Ain't that ghetto? Whatever. I'm gonna reinforce it with that in a second. Cause like how dare you? How dare you play me on this live? Look, I ain't skipping the line and everything. So I guess it's on this last leg. We're gonna have to get another one. Because I can't even put it back even if I wanted to. But that's okay. We're gonna use Night Moth by MAC. Some random. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Mm-hmm. You love this shade? Me too. I was really trying to go for a brown, but that's okay though. I don't feel like digging. But it's pretty either way. It's getting tired. All right, so I'm just blending that line out. Thank you. All right, you guys, almost done, I promise. Okay. Let me grab a lip. Now, not that I have the sign. Should we stick with the nude or should we do like dancing queen on the lips? Should we do dancing queen on the lips? Oh yeah, I used to panic, mommy. Remember I used to panic like, oh, I guess it's gonna look like that now. Oh, panicking used to be real. Yes, God. Dancing Queen? That's what I thought. Okay. We'll do Dancing Queen. Because you can definitely use these on the lips too. You use it everywhere on the face. By if you haven't gotten your hands on these. And they feel really good on the lips. I'm gonna grab that liner one more time to reinforce it. And then I'm contemplating, should we do gloss? Oh, don't drop the pencil now. Thank you. Thank you, Noel. Oh yes, that was it. Mm-hmm. I think it looks gorgeous as it is. Ew. I need a tiebreaker. Mommy, what you think? Gloss or no gloss? No gloss. All right. We'll do no gloss. Let me make sure. Cause right now it's looking like a tent. Hold on one second. I just love how this thing is buildable. Like what? Like how are you getting more intense? The gloss will take away the focus from the eyes. That's true. You got a point. I'm flipping the brush just to make sure I don't have demarcation lines with the lip liner. Hmm. I feel like a glass may help balance the look though. Hmm. I don't know. I guess it's to each his own. If I do a look like this or similar to this, I'll add a gloss to see the difference. But I think it's because the shimmer on the eyelid with gloss, it will be competing. It will intensify the lip color, right? Exactly. So I guess it depends on like how intense you want to go and what what you feel comfortable with. For me, it doesn't matter to me. I put all this color on my face and I want to be uncomfortable. That makes no sense. I'm using Old Faithful, L'Oreal Voluminous and Carbon Black, and I will put lashes on, but for the sake of the time, I usually do it off camera. So we gonna slap this mascara on really quickly. And then, so I'm not keeping you guys because it's 11:35. Terrible. I know. I love this mascara. I love the other one that Sun told me to get as well, or not. Well, not told me to get, but she was using it, and I was like, "Oh, I love it." But if I want waterproof, this one for sure. Oh, that is true. Spring forward. So the time's gonna go ahead. I think the spring forward starts tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken. Gucci mascara, mom. You know I do not. The only thing luxury that I have is that YSL powder I was telling y'all about. I think. I think that's the only thing. Yeah, that's about the only thing. This is no, not the Gucci one. It was her Old Faithful Amicole. She hasn't used it in a while, but that Gucci one is nice too. I was eyeing that Gucci one, but I don't know. I just see how much it costs. So those are investment purchases for me at least. Danessa is also luxury. It is, but it is affordable though, depending on what you get. Depending on like what product you're getting, but Danessa is considered luxury. To my knowledge, it's considered pro. It's considered pro unless you're just talking about the product, but it's considered pro because the packaging is the packaging is a solid. It's basic. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty, but it's basic. It's not like a luxury brand. It's you have the packaging, everything is luxe, everything has an experience when it comes to luxury. But not saying you don't have an experience with Danessa, but it's just not, to me personally, it's not perceived as a luxury brand. Exactly. Exactly, Sylvia. It's marketed towards MUAs. Correct. That's why the packaging looks like that. Now it's still nice, but luxury is not just the product itself, it's also the way something looks. Also referring to the price, since pro brands don't really have a price range that they usually stick to. Mm-hmm. Correct. It could be high or low, but even the price itself, I really wouldn't consider that brand luxe. When luxury product does stick to a price range, very rarely does it drop super low. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the whole experience of it all. It's expensive. It is the packaging, it's the products, how the product feels, looks, how it's advertised. Everything is luxe about a luxury brand. Nothing falls short. The target audience was audience. Target audience, all of that combined screams luxe. Okay, so I'm going to spray this. I'm not sure what my daughter's going to do over there. I'm going to spray with Produit Natal. I'm going to block my eyes this time because my eyes are already shimmery. I don't need it extra shimmery. Hold on. That's what I need to do. I need to get on Amazon and get my fan again because it's ridiculous me fanning with my fingers. Yeah, no, not saying the package is bad. It's just the way the package looks compared to like I don't have the packaging of the YSL, but compared to a like an actual luxury brand, like they market as a luxury brand, immediately you know the difference between the two. So even though the product itself is really good, it can withstand a luxury brand product, like as far as like the what's inside of it. But the packaging alone is not. You can tell the difference. Honestly, Britt, you don't need lashes. You don't want me to take pictures with lashes? This look is complete. Okay, I'll do no lashes because sometimes I don't do lashes with looks, so we can do that. My hair looks a hot mess, but we are going to act like it's not. Probably do half up, half down. I need to find time during this wonderful spring break to do my hair. No lashes needed. Okay, cute. And so the last live, my hair was curled. And I was like, oh, this dog gonna be real cute with my hair curled. Then my sister called me. I was like, oh no, see, I need to do her hair. Spray mist in your hair. Also, you can use this in your hair. If you struggle with detangling your hair, use the mist. It's a great detangler. Doesn't matter like what hair type. It detangles very well. Okay. Thank you. Okie dokie. Yes. Yes, Kat, that's very true. As she said, extra moisture always key to the tingling. Yes, ma'am. Any dryness will tighten that thing up. Tighten that sucker up. Yes, agree. Okay. What's this? Oh. I was like, why does my hair look like that? 1 second. That is not tight. I don't want it super tight, but I don't want it super loose either. Okay. We're gonna have to fix that off camera because absolutely not. So, you guys can ask me any last minute questions before we head on out of here. Once I get my life together, clearly. Hopefully, you can't hear my daughter. She's like cat calling me right now. Okay. What? Oh, there we go. I'm like, what is happening? All right. So let's see. This lip is cute. I'm glad we didn't gloss it. So did you miss the wildness of the lives last week? I You're talking about the other lives because I didn't go live Saturday, last Saturday. All right, so without any, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm so glad you guys jumped on to the YouTube live. And we'll play around. We'll probably do one YouTube live every maybe like once or twice a month, and then we'll do the rest on Instagram, etc., just to catch people's preferences as far as like what lives they want to see on or they want to see from where. Won't stop you if you want to do them though. Oh, you talking about the lashes? Adjust your locks in the front. I'm not taking this down again. All right, tired. Oh, oh, okay. I might go live I have to see everybody's schedule. I might go live this like during the middle of the week. Because we are on spring break, so I have time. But that all depends on what we planning on doing and what time we come back, and you know, and everybody else's schedule. So we shall see. Thank you, Sylvia. Um, Alrighty, that's it, you guys. I'll let you go because I know we gotta wake up early. Um, if you go to church, we're not. Oh, just the clocks you're saying. Yeah, mommy, the phone adjusts itself. I don't have to adjust anything. So the alarm will adjust to whatever the time. Phone will adjust on its own. So thank God for that because it wasn't like that back in the day. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for joining in. If you are just joining the replay, welcome. And you can ask your questions away, and I'll be sure to answer them as well. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't forget to adjust your clocks. Bye.